Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. We're your yarn hosts, Jennifer and
Danielle.
There we go. we'll figure this out. Yeah. Alright, today it's Tuesday tea with cinnamon. I got iced. She don't like iced. She's got the hot. We are both drinking the sweet rhubarb tea from Harriet. What is it? Harriet's? Yeah. Taylor's of Harriet's. I've showed it on the channel many times. Ooh. It is my favorite tea.
That's good.
It is, I'm telling you. It's hot or cold. Taste it cold. I know you don't like iced tea, but taste this. No. It's still good though. I like it. I like it cold and hot. So refreshing on a hot day. This would be so good with some sliced strawberries in it.
Oh, that would be...
A little sprig of like mint.
If I liked that, that would be good.
Oh, this would be so good with basil in it. I'm just saying, you could...
See, I wish I liked cold tea. Because I would totally do that.
I love that. Some sliced rhubarb. By the way, remind me, we gotta go buy some rhubarb today.
Oh, don't worry. I will remind you.
I want some rhubarb tomorrow.
I love rhubarb.
Even though tomorrow...
I think I have rhubarb growing in my yard. I don't know how. I have to look though, because I don't want to just grab some random leaves and start...
That would be awesome. If not, you should plant some.
Oh, I'm going to.
Because I'm telling you,
I'm going to plant it right where I think it is.
Rhubarb grows really good where there's cold winters. It does not grow here. So I gotta go to the grocery store and buy it.
If you ever come up in the summertime, I'll give you some.
Alright. Okay, so...
Anyways.
Today's subject is a little bit of tea, but we also went on an adventure to Richmond yesterday. Now, she needed some medications that were filled at her prescription.
Yeah.
At her pharmacy, which there are no locations around us of her pharmacy. So we had to drive to Richmond to get her medicine. So I was like, okay, well, how far is this, what was it called? Pharmacy. How far is the pharmacy from Scrap RVA? Now, if you guys are new here, Scrap RVA is a reuse craft store. So they take in donations. They basically rescue craft and art supplies from the dumpsters, from the landfills. They save tonnage of craft supplies from going in the dumpsters. If you donate craft supplies to like Goodwill, if it don't sell at Goodwill, Goodwill moves it on to their outlets. If it doesn't sell from their outlets, it goes directly into the landfill. Now, these reuse stores save stuff from going into landfills. They get it back into the community at discounted prices. It is a very good way for artists of all types of art to get supplies for their craft or art at a discounted rate so that they're not so starving of artists.
Yeah.
And so she's never been. Have you ever been to any of them?
No.
Okay, she's got one. She's got a scrap store.
You said it's in Ann Arbor.
In Ann Arbor, which is about an hour drive from me. Half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on traffic.
One of these days I'm going to convince Mr. Paprika to drive me out there.
Mr. Paprika.
I kind of threw you off with that one, didn't I?
You did. I'm like, Mr. Paprika. Anyway, so, even though we were having a little bit of moody issues this weekend, we decided that while we were going to get her medications, we would go and stop at Scrap RVA. And while we were in Scrap RVA, they were really busy. And I was like, why are they so busy? Because it's a tiny store.
And they look really, really crowded. It made the store look even smaller.
Their store is not much wider than this room. So my room is like 12 feet across. Their storefront might be 20 feet across.
Yeah.
And there's only walkways in between stuff. So there's a lot of stuff in this little tiny area. And we were digging through the yarn. And the woman that was working, she's like, are you guys going to be doing the bag sale? And I was like, I didn't know you were doing a bag sale today. Because usually I'm on top of it, but I didn't have plans to even go there. It was like a last minute thing on the way to Richmond. And so, pick up your bag. She handed us a brown paper bag, a sack.
Somebody just shoved some lotion in my bag.
She said, fill it up as much as you can, and it's $25. And she's able to close it, but we weren't able to close it because we combined and just bought one bag and filled it with the yarns that we wanted. I separated out what I got into a separate bag. So her bag had all that plus this in it, and it was $25. And we're going to show you what we purchased.
Us to stuff it, so
she did.
Stuffed it.
She said fill it as much as you can because she was trying to get the yarn moving out. They got a huge supply of white yarns, black yarns, and furry yarns. So they got a lot of unmovable yarn.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to...
But like the colorful stuff.
Yeah. It's all the stuff that people buy in excess because it's on a sale. Like Fun Fur, it always goes on clearance for really cheap because nobody buys the crap. And then they don't know what to do with it once they got it.
Yeah.
I have ideas though. So I did buy some furry yarns. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with those though. I think we got some really good yarns. Keep in mind, everything we're about to show you, with the exception of these two fabric panels that I'm going to show you, fit in that bag and was a flat rate of $25. I don't even know how many skeins we got. There's probably close to 40, 50 in here.
Probably.
All right, so we'll show you the yarn in just a second. But I also got, they had two Halloween fabrics that I could not live without. So they're Halloween. I was thinking about making some cute little placemats for the table for Halloween in this fabric specifically.
So cute.
Little man does not like it because there's spiders on it, but we're trying to desensitize him to spiders. And then this one is so cute. So their fabrics are $3 a yard. This one is not quite a yard or just a yard, and this one was a little over a yard. So, I mean, that's not bad for really cute fabric like that. Yeah. Say, do you want to take turns, or do you want to show your bag and then my bag, or my bag and then your bag?
I figure if we're going to take turns, you can go first because you have less. But if you want to...
Alright, well, I'm trying to figure out when I take these out, what do I put them into? I guess I can throw them down into this bag because we don't have... Is there a box in here? There's a box with yarn in it. And I just totally hit that. I'm trying to figure out... I can set them right here, I think. Okay. I think they'll stay. I have a container kind of in front of me. Okay, so, like I said, this whole bag of yarn was in with that. So hold your bag up. That was $25. There's a lot of yarn in there.
Before you do that.
Okay, so I got some unusual yarns. I did get furry yarns. But like I said, I'm trying to desensitize little man to bugs. So I have plans on my agenda for a tarantula, because I figured a big furry spider will help him to not be scared of spiders as much. I mean, I still don't like spiders.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to desensitize him to spiders. I also have plans to make a bee. And the bee, I want to have furry black part. Like the black stripes, I want it to be furry. Yeah, like the tarantula.
Yeah.
But then one of these, I was thinking, I got this one. And I was thinking, how cute would this be as a caterpillar?
Oh my god, that would be so adorable.
But that's going to be mine. Because
oh yeah, of course.
I bought this one. This is probably going to just be a caterpillar. A caterpillar. Isn't that cute? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this together. I'm either going to hold this together with a regular yarn and crochet a caterpillar, or there is a podcaster. Her name is, I think it's Petra. She is Foxy Creations or Foxy something Creations. She makes the most amazing amigurumi. She makes full-size amigurumi. Like, she made a full-size witch that was, like, body-sized.
Oh, wow.
And she was talking about some of the stuff she does. She will surface crochet the furry stuff.
Oh, okay.
So she makes the amigurumi and surface crochets this. And so, I don't know which one I'm going to do, but I definitely think that this needs to be a caterpillar.
It does.
Because it's just, it's so cute. So, I did buy some furry ones, but these are going to all be bugs. And then, I bought this one and this one because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to be the furry for the bee and the spider. So this one is more like this. I'll cover my face. More like that. And this one is more like eyelash I have to cover my face. Let's see if we can get it. More like eyelash. So it's different. They look differently when they worked up. This one's really soft. They'll feel that one.
Oh, that is soft. I feel like this one would be better for the spider.
You think so?
Yeah,
I also got some.
Are furrier.
I also got
the
some
tarantulas. They're
yeah,
furrier.
I got a different color from Hobby Lobby. That is also an option for the tarantula.
Okay.
So because I was kind of thinking like a black tarantula with like brownish or tan furries, like an actual, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I bought these as options for those bugs. And then I bought this one because I think this would make a cool creature too. And this one is so soft. So soft. Soft. It's soft. This is Plymouth yarn Floral. It looks like a Muppet though. It's so cute.
You know what that would be cute as? You know those alien things? The Yip Yips?
Yeah.
That would be so cute as a Yip Yip.
I was thinking more like the worm guy from Labyrinth.
Oh, that would be cute too.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Look how cute that is. That's like Grover colors a little bit.
It is.
Grover and Rosina.
Yeah. Rosita.
Whatever.
Rosina.
Whatever. But again, you'd have to hold that together with something else.
You would.
Or so surface cute. Crochet.
Yeah. But see, I look at these and I'm like, oh, that is so cute. That would be so cute as this, that, and another, but I can't work with it.
And then I got 2 more furries, and then I got normal yarn.
Although, I'm jealous of that one.
This one?
Yeah.
This one's really pretty.
I would work with that one.
I actually worked up a swatch of this one yesterday because it's soft. It feels much softer than it looks. But we were talking yesterday because I wasn't sure what we could do with this. But I think this would be beautiful trim on something for Christmas. Good. So like a stocking, an ornament, a tree skirt.
I wish it had a ball band on it so I could figure out what it is.
I know. If anybody recognizes this yarn, let us know.
Please. I want some.
Because it's got... Focus. Not on my finger. It's got like... It's focused on my finger. It's got like gold balls in it. Like bulbs. It's just really pretty. It's very Christmassy.
So soft.
And then this one is Moda Dia Vixen. And again, I think this would look good with a caterpillar type stuff. Like a pink caterpillar. Or even mixed with that, like, to do accents on the caterpillar.
Yeah.
So, those are my bug yarns. And a lot of this other stuff, I just got it because, like, you know, I was like, hey, I've never had Scholler Esslinger Bermuda yarn from Schaffhauser. So, I got it because there was a lot of unusual names on there. This is Coordinated Colors was the store for $5.99. And this is just ribbon yarn. Ribbon yarn is really good and stiff and structured for like bags and purses and stuff like that. And even though this is only, how many yards is this? It's 79 meters. If that tells you anything. And it's cotton acrylic blend. This would be really good for like something. Like I could make something out of it. I don't know what, but we'll figure it out. And then I got this one. This one is Bouquet Palm Beach Terry Cotton Look yarn. It's not terry cotton, it's acrylic, but it's terry cotton look. I thought this would, and because it's acrylic, I thought this would make a good washcloth. It feels like a washcloth. It feels like a mass-produced Walmart washcloth.
Yeah.
And it's not polyester, it's acrylic, so it's not going to get that funky smell as easily that cotton washcloths can get if you put it in the kitchen sink. Someone just asked me about this the other day. I was like, you can use acrylic for washcloths, and it won't smell as quickly.
Yeah.
I learned that from Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, because I didn't know that either. But because it has the terry cloth look and the scrubby bit to it, this is earmarked for washcloths.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Make a nice facial scrubby.
And then Paprika found this one, and because it was a Premier Yarns yarn, I had to purchase it. So this is the Premier Yarns Deborah Norville Collection Serenity yarn. However, it's Serenity Chunky Sequins. So there's purple sequins on the purple yarn. And it's so pretty. I've never seen this or had it. And it's a really pretty color. So I was like, I gotta have it. It's Premier Yarns.
I wish they still made that.
I know.
I would buy some up.
And then I got some cotton thread because I have a wanting to make more doilies or dream catchers like I've showed you guys on my wall. Where's the dream catcher I made you?
I gotta find it.
You never unpacked it?
No, not yet. I'm still looking for a lot of stuff.
It was on your front door of your apartment, but when she bought the house at the same time she had the baby.
And I wasn't allowed to move anything. My husband wouldn't even let me pack stuff.
You literally gave birth the next day.
No, he wouldn't let me pack stuff while I was pregnant.
Well, yeah.
So he packed up all of my stuff.
I don't blame him though.
And well, I do and I don't. I don't because I was pregnant, but at the same time I do because now all of my stuff is everywhere and I don't know where anything is.
Yes, but you were pregnant.
I know.
So that's why I bought this. I really like the variegated cotton threads because it looks prettier in doilies and dream catchers and all that stuff. So that's why I bought that.
Make dream catchers, so I could.
You have to find a basic doily pattern and then just attach it to a hoop, an embroidery hoop. It's actually not that hard. I take the center of the doily pattern, like a simple doily pattern, not like anything fancy.
Yeah. And
then you just work the center till it almost fits because you kind of want to stretch it.
Yeah.
Like you're stretching a canvas over a frame.
Yeah.
And then they had top this, which is little hat. That's backwards. Little hat kit. It has the little thing on the top for the hat, and then the yarn. I like the look of the yarn, so I was like, I can make a little hat out of that because that was kind of cute.
Yeah. And I'm surprised it still had the topper on it.
Yeah, me too. And then this one I didn't even notice. Look at that. They did that. Why did they do that so tight? They like snowmanned it so they can get the yarn, the thing back out. People need to stop yarn. So this is Nicole.
Oh.
Fashion yarn 212 yards, 95% acrylic, 5% metallic. It's not real soft, but it's real pretty. Metallic.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. You gotta wait for the light to kick down a little bit, and then you can see the true and actual color. There we go. So it's yellow with like a green metallic thread around. I just thought it was so pretty. And again, I'm thinking Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas ornaments or something.
Yes. Angels, stars.
Definitely. Bells.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. And then they had some good stuff mixed with some crap.
They did.
So we had to go fishing for the good stuff. They had a ball of wool-like, which is loops and threads. It's a Michaels brand. It is a super fine #1, 678 yards. It is 100% acrylic, or no, it's 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. This is an alternative if you cannot use natural wools for socks. So as I was saying before my battery died, this is a very good, this is meant to be a wool-free alternative for sock yarn. However, I have held this with other yarn. First of all, this stuff is so soft and squishy. I learned about this from Hannah from Cozy Cottage Crochet. She was talking about this a couple years ago, and then when I came across it, I was like, oh, that is kind of nice. And I have only found it at thrift stores, ironically enough. And feel how soft that is. Ooh. It works up really, really beautifully in shawls. I can even see making shirts or anything out of that. I don't like working with fine weight #1s for big garments, so I hold that together. One of the shawls we donated to the facility you worked at was made out of that, held together with another yarn.
Okay.
It just is so soft and beautiful and lush to work up, and it makes beautiful drapey things. But I do hold it together with another yarn.
And squishy.
And so there are lots of yarns in my stash that I could absolutely hold together with this and make a beautiful shawl. And then, but wait, there's more. There's Red Heart Shimmer, which I've never worked with. And it's just a basic acrylic, but it's sparkly. So I got that one. Here, hold that. I'm running out of room down there. I got another sparkly one, because it's sparkly. I got Red Heart Stardust, because it's sparkly. This is a sock weight yarn too, but I have some purple over there in the cabinet that goes with this because it's more pink.
Do you know what? This would kind of, I think this would kind of go with my sock yarn down there.
Yeah, it might. And then I got some studio samples by Nicole because this was a AC Moore thing. They would sell these size balls for like $1. And so I got it because it's colorful. And this makes really cute, like this is perfect for like a little kid hat. Especially if I'm knitting it. And then, I'm almost done, guys. Bear with me. This looks like ice cream yarn, the pink and white ice cream yarn. Yeah. And I am positive that that's what that is. So I got that because I like ice cream yarn. And then this one is Lion Brand Baby Soft. And again, it's big enough to make something for one of the babies. Or a kid hat.
You could mix them.
I could. Because I think they're both a 3-weight. That one's a thinner 3-weight. But I could totally mix those together.
Enough that
yeah. So, let me see. What is the... I think this is just... Nope. It's 60% acrylic, 40% nylon. That's why it's soft. Then, I got some more sparklies. This is Charles Stella. And again, this is probably held together with something else to add a little bit of sparkle to something, but that's really soft. That's like a real thin tape yarn. I'm trying to rush through another yarn that's going to be held together with other stuff. This would be a cool dream catcher too, though, because then you ain't got to weave no feathers on. Yeah. It looks like it's catching the dreams already. Yeah. And then this one is Maine. It's made in Maine. It's Maine made Done yarn. Done. Wow.
Sorry.
Done roving yarns, hand painted. It is wool crepe, 80/20 lamb's wool nylon. It says it's approximately 300 yards originally, although that might still be 300 yards, because this is a number thin. 1.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-ounce ball hand wash. I just thought this was really pretty. And again, I could hold this together with that wool like.
Yeah.
I could hold that together with a black yarn. And then
cool with the black yarn.
The final one. This is beautiful. I don't know what this is. This is definitely superwash wool. I can feel that it's superwash wool. But this is Halloween all day and all night. May or may not be hand painted, hand dyed, but like it's pretty whatever it is. And it's a pretty good size cake. It looks like this is probably a number 1 or a number 2. And I'm guessing that's probably a couple hundred yards easily.
Yeah.
So that's what I bought at Scrap RVA. Take it away, Paprika. I'm going to quietly pack this away while you're doing that.
First, I found this, well, Jennifer found this awesome yarn and she showed it to me.
Jennifer?
And I had to buy, yeah.
You don't call me Jennifer.
I really don't. I call you Jenny.
Call me Jenny then.
Okay. Jenny found this awesome yarn and she showed it to me and I had to snatch up every last one that they had because it is called Adora. And if you don't know, that is my daughter's name. And it is so pretty and so soft and so squishy.
I freaked out. I was like, oh my, I've never seen anything with the name Adora on it.
Me either. And this is so soft.
And it is very similar to Homespun Baby.
Yeah. It's 95% acrylic, 5% polyamide. The color is Breeze. So pretty. So I think I got 3 of these.
In the light blue.
Yeah. And then I got another one in this dark blue.
Deep sea.
And got one in black with silver. Dark shadow.
Dark shadows.
You have a little bit of Uncle PJ in there.
I know. Our uncle used to be obsessed with a TV show called Dark Shadows that was then made into a Johnny Depp movie, Dark Shadows.
Yes.
I hated being sick I hated days where I was sick, homesick from school, because Mom would always turn it on, and the opening scene of Dark Shadows scared the crap out of me.
And I like that TV show Today.
It's weird. That's why you like it.
I'm weird, yes.
Oh, here.
I got this Festival mixed fiber.
And again, it looks exactly like the Adora yarn.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix it with it.
So she's gonna make her like
a
little
blanket or something.
Yeah.
Purple and gray. This one is... It doesn't have a color.
This Festival mixed fiber stuff is usually in mystery bags, and it doesn't give you any information on what the yarn is.
It says it's polyester acrylic, 50 grams, but it doesn't have a color,
yardage, anything.
nothing.
So I told her, because it's the same size as the Adora yarn, it's
Dipped in my yarn.
you dipped in your tea. Because it's the same size ball, it's the same yarn as the Adora yarn, she can just estimate that it's going to be about the same yardage.
Yeah. And then, Homespun Baby. I'm going to mix this with those as well.
Because it's all basically the same yarn.
It is, yeah. And this one is Soft Lime. So pretty. Red Heart, Moon and Stars.
Adora has been asking for the Power Moon that I made Lucas. She like wants his Power Moon. So I was like, that'd make a perfect Power Moon.
It would, yeah. So soft and squishy too.
Yeah.
Buttercream. And then I got this.
That looks to me like the Kai yarn from Loops and Thread. I could be wrong. If you look on that shelf up there.
Oh,
see
yeah.
behind the button jar?
Yeah.
It looks like the Kai yarn.
It does. Got blues and aquas. Very pretty. Very soft.
I'm getting pretty good at identifying yarn that... You're like way higher than me.
Lift your chair.
Pull, I can't. Mine's up all the way.
Oh.
Pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever!
Is that better? No, I'm shorter than you.
As it should be.
I knew you were going to say that. Now this, I have no idea what I'm going to make with this.
But it's sparkly.
It is. You can't really see the sparkles, but...
That reminds me like
got a
the
little
Blue
bit of a
Jays
sparkle
or like
in
a
it.
baseball team.
Yeah.
They're baseball colors.
If it had gray, it'd be the Lions. But I don't care about the Lions.
You know. The Lions.
Oh, and this one, I was so excited about this one. I've never worked with yarn like this before. I've never even seen the yarn like this before. And I just think that is so neat. And it's so soft.
And it's the KC yarn from Joann's.
Yeah. 100% polyamide. 155 yards.
See, they paid $2.47 for that.
They did.
You paid like a penny and a half. We should have counted these. There was a lot here.
Yeah.
You're mixing your yarn and my yarn.
That's okay. I know what's
what.
Woo! Yarn Blanche. This. I just like this color. It's kind of like a roving yarn.
Now they had a ton at Scrap RVA. They had a ton of scrap balls like this, and all different size scrap balls.
Yeah. So
and it would be so good if you wanted to do a scrappy project, but you don't have excess scrap. Because I don't have excess scraps.
For example, they had stuff this size, and then little baby stuff like this. Which I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. She was mentioning a like a little pom pom, or a trim on a hat or something. So
that'd be really cute on a
I saw these colors and I thought this would be cute for something for my little girls.
Totally, for sure. I just got a manicure. Oh, sorry.
And I got this as well. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's pretty. It's rainbow.
You can almost mix that with that white one. Trim hat.
That would be cool.
If you learned how to knit, that would make a hat for yourself almost.
I'm not learning how to knit. No way.
That's fine. I'll be the only bisexual one in the family.
That's fine. And I don't know why I do not like sock yarn. But I kept on being drawn to this yarn, and I kept on grabbing it and putting it back and grabbing it and putting it back.
With Peyton's Croy socks.
Yeah, I don't like sock yarn, but I'll do something with it.
Sock yarn makes really good hats.
Does it?
Yeah.
Brown Rose Marl.
Because this is wool, so it will be warm, and it will also, like, it's water resistant, and so it keeps, like, the sweat off you.
Okay. I'll hold it two together and...
Makes a really good hat, and it has, like, a slight striping pattern. Well, at least when you knit it. I have this yarn somewhere. I don't know what it is, but I have that yarn somewhere.
It's pretty.
A sparkle. We bought some stuff just because it was sparkly.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff we bought that I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but throw it in there. It's pretty. Because we were simply trying to
fill the bag. Trying to make sure we got our money's worth. More sparkles.
So it's Studio Sample by Nicole.
And I have had that yarn in my stash too that I used it.
Sparkly too. I don't know if you can really see it, but...
I got a lot of stuff like this from the thrift stores a couple years ago, and I used the heck out of it because I like getting sparkly stuff. And you don't have to make a whole item sparkly so that you're just glittery.
Just the trim or
a stripe. Yeah. Make some little fingerless mitts or some little mittens for the girls.
This is also sparkly.
That's like a chain spun yarn.
It is. I've never worked with it before, but we'll find out if I like it.
I like chain spun. It gives really good stitch definition.
Does it?
It does. I don't know why, but it does. There's a lot of noise outside today.
There is.
Baby yarn.
Yeah, little blues and greens. Those are my colors.
I grabbed that one, but I figured you'd like it.
Yeah.
This looks like a self-striping cake yarn that has been recaked.
Yeah, and it's got gray in the middle.
It kind of reminds me of...
A sweet roll.
A sweet roll.
Yeah. That's what I thought when I saw it too. It might be a sweet roll.
They feel similar.
They do. This one's just probably older.
Yep. Or a different brand. Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cream and white.
It is. I just noticed that too.
Couldn't see until she... Probably not. I couldn't see it until she moved it out of the light. It's cream and white.
Yeah.
So there's two different colors there.
Neat.
Yeah, you can see it way better over there.
Yeah, you can. I got some charisma yarn.
That's a full ball too.
It is.
A lot of people like, and I'm guilty of it. I think we all are. Crafters tend to overstock because they have all these grand ideas. Like you buy yarn and you like have an idea when you buy it of what you want to do with it, and then sometimes it'll sit just a little too long, and you're like, okay, I don't know what I was gonna make with that, and I don't like it anymore because our tastes change.
I do that.
And so the stuff gets donated. It gets, you know, it ends up just everywhere. And so you can always find real. Do you have more yarn?
Yeah.
You can keep going. You can find really good stuff at these stores. This again, another whole ball, brand new ball, impeccable. And those colors are so pretty. I actually picked that up for myself, but I was like, I got enough. You can have that one.
Like I don't have enough at home.
Yeah, but that's a really pretty color.
Yeah, I do really like this. Rose Fog. That doesn't look like a rose fog to me.
Because you have littles. You make a lot more little things than I do.
I do. Little hats, little headbands. I want to start making them some skirts.
And I totally found some patterns for a little baby onesie that they have a knit version. That's just regular homespun.
Yeah.
They have a knit version and they have a crochet version. I was like, you should totally make the crochet one. I can make the knit one.
So pretty. I love those.
That one is really, that's like candy.
It is.
And I know a lot of people don't like homespun, but I have no problem working with homespun.
I don't either. Just use a bigger hook.
Yep.
And the last one.
And I told her, I recognize this yarn too. This yarn was originally released through AC Moore. And it was late, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. And then it was later on released by Premier Yarns. And I've worked with them both together. I made a big giant blanket out of that yarn exactly. So that was a leftover ball from somebody's project.
Yeah. And this is my color blue. This is the blue that was in my wedding.
Yeah.
This is my blue. I claim it.
We got some killer deals with some of
did.
this yarn. And we had fun, so.
We did.
I
This
think
was our therapy.
it was our therapy because we really got into it this weekend.
We did.
We had some issues we needed to work through, and we successfully did that. Now we're back to getting along.
Yep.
We do this very often. Well, it's not as often as it used to be.
No, because we used to get into fist fights before.
Yeah.
Just screaming matches and
You jumping on my back.
you throwing me into the furnace.
We used to duke it out. I think that's what scared Chris is because we were not getting along. And we had almost 2 days where we just didn't say a single word to each other because we both knew that we could not talk to each other right now.
Yeah, we weren't
so,
ready.
Then it kind of blew up a little bit. And I was like, all right, my family went outside and Chris is looking through the window like scared because he knows that we used to fist fight. And I was like,
He was ready to break us up.
I don't know, he's ready to run away. He ain't getting involved. He ain't crazy. So he was looking through the window and was like, we're good, go away, we're good.
Yeah.
We just needed to say some stuff.
We don't fight like that anymore.
No.
We've
grown up a lot.
We have. We just talk it out, sometimes yell it out, and then we're done.
And honestly, what we were arguing about had nothing to do with us. Can you put this in here? It was just stuff that we were both going through that we needed to just get through.
Yeah.
You know? I'm proud of us. We're very mature.
We are.
So I was like, dude, I ain't living like this for the next week. We gotta figure this out. But everything's good.
Yep.
We went shopping. We got our yarn therapy. We're happy now. We have things to do. I told her, I kind of want to make something together this week if we can find the time, honestly.
Yeah. It could just be something small.
Because there's just so many people in the house.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. The babies are demanding.
Yeah.
Although they're being pretty good out there with Chris.
They are.
He's good with kids, though. He's a good dad. Mr. Cinnamon is an amazing dad. He's a really good uncle.
Well, he was driving around yesterday to keep the baby quiet.
Yeah, when we went to Richmond, we left Little Man and Adora. What is Adora's nickname?
Baby girl.
Baby girl. We left them here with Juju. Juju is a very good babysitter. She, I just trust the kid.
Yeah.
And so we took baby Adeline with us and Ginger. We took baby Ginger with us to go to Richmond, you know. And I was like, she's going to grow up and marry a race car driver because she likes velocity. Like, when the car stops, she screams.
Yeah.
And most of the driving was freeway driving, so she was good. But when the car stopped, she was upset. So we were almost home, and she was getting fussy because now we're off the freeway. There's a lot of stop signs. Well, not a lot, but there was a couple.
You're going a little bit slower. You're stopping more. A little more street lights.
She would complain every time we stopped the car. So Mr. Cinnamon, being the uncle that he is, would turn at every light and went through parking lots to avoid the red light so that the car didn't stop. So she would stop crying, and he did. He went out and around and away from the neighborhood, then come back to the neighborhood just so that she would keep the car moving because she's happy in the car. She's happy when we're driving the car because we drive faster than her dad does. So
he's a very cautious driver.
He drives slow. He drives like he's 100.
He does not.
Yes, he does. He drives like PJ.
He might drive like he's in his 70s, but he doesn't drive like he's 100.
He does. It's pretty darn close. He drives slow. He stops way back. He's very cautious.
He's a very cautious driver.
He is. So I was joking with her yesterday. I'm like, man, when they get home, she's gonna be yelling at her husband, Max, you need to drive faster.
I will be.
Because the baby likes velocity.
She does.
She wants to go.
Because she cries in the car with us. But like you said before, too, it might be because us living where we live, we have a lot more stop signs and stoplights.
And we live with backcountry roads that just go.
Yeah.
There ain't no stopping. And even when there's a stop sign, nobody stops.
Yeah.
They slow down.
They do a rolling stop.
Yeah. They do not pull you over here if you run red lights.
Are you serious?
I am serious. You gotta, really run it.
Speed through it?
Well, no, they don't even pull you over really. I think it's because we have county sheriffs. They ain't got time for all that. They're busy doing other stuff.
Yeah.
There's not like local cops, police. And so like they just don't care if you run a stop sign.
Yeah.
Unless they're in a bad mood. They don't care if you roll through a red light. Like you got to really be doing something for them to pull you over.
Yeah.
Because in Michigan, if you're not wearing your seatbelt, they pull you over.
Yeah, they pull you over.
If you don't stop long enough, they pull you over. If you change lanes too fast, like if you don't take 3 dots to change lanes, they pull you over.
Like literally,
I was pulled over for that in Oklahoma.
Literally, me and Max both, when we're getting over, we go over 1, 2, 3, and then get over again. 1, 2.
Yeah, see,
3.
I was in Oklahoma on the freeway, and I got pulled over by a statey, and he's all, you didn't take 3 seconds to switch lanes. I'm like, I'm on the freeway. He's all, 3 dots. You should get over slow enough to touch 3 dots. I'm like, I ain't never heard that nonsense.
It's ridiculous. They pull you over for everything.
However, in Oklahoma, they listen to you.
Do they?
Yeah, he said there was a lot of noise in the car when I pulled you over. Because they have these speaker things that, like, amplify sound coming from your car.
Okay.
So they can hear you talking.
Yeah.
And they heard Juju playing a video on her laptop. She was, like, 2.5. She was in her car seat watching a video on her laptop. And back then, like, that was 17 years ago, not everybody had car TVs.
Yeah.
And so he said, there was a lot of noise coming from here. There's a little baby in the back. What do you expect?
Exactly.
Stupid. It was so stupid. He's all, well, we get a lot of, what did he say? People smuggling drugs through Oklahoma. Because we were on, I think, 70 or 80. I don't remember which freeway we were on. And actually, it was probably the 40. I think we were on the 40. I've been across country so many times, I can't remember what freeway is what. And he's all, we get a lot of people smuggling drugs through this freeway. So, like, that freeway specifically.
Yeah. So that's why.
So he thought because there was noise in our car that we were smuggling drugs. I'm like, yeah, we're smuggling drugs in a rundown minivan. And that trip in particular, we popped 2 different tires. We were in a rundown minivan with a baby in the back and luggage. And we're smuggling drugs. And he asked me, he's all, you ever been charged with a felony? I'm like, no. I've been charged with a misdemeanor. Because I got that one misdemeanor ticket for Day when he was a puppy.
Oh, yeah.
He got out of the yard. And in Michigan, it is a misdemeanor to have your dog, because he was a pit bull. He was an American Staffordshire Terrier. He got out of the yard. And I got a ticket for that, and it's a misdemeanor charge. And I was like, yeah, I got a misdemeanor ticket for pit bull at large. He looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, you're good to go. Thank you. I ain't even ever had a ticket. Speed. I do speed, but like...
You don't get caught.
I ain't never got caught. I don't drive enough to get caught.
Sometimes I get mad when I'm driving with Max. Because he is constantly watching my speedometer. You're going too fast. Not even going 5 over. It's only 45. I'm going 46.
Because you don't have your driver's license.
No, when I had my permit, when I was trying to get it.
She needs to go get her driver's license. She's like old as heck and ain't got a driver's license yet.
We've been telling her. Really long story though.
She's had her permit. Well, yeah, she's got epilepsy issues and all kinds of stuff. So like, it's a reason she doesn't have her driver's license. But I tease her all the time because she does have her permit. I was like, Juju is gonna have her license before you do.
She probably will.
I don't think. I cannot get that girl to drive. She's so scared after that guy in the neighborhood yelled at her.
Yeah.
That guy was such a jerk. She hasn't driven
jerks
since.
out there.
Yeah, but how you gonna scream at a teenage girl like that?
Because people
and I was like, she's learning how to drive. Well, maybe somebody else should teach her. And he is screaming profanities. So I gave him my thoughts on that. Which also scared Juju.
Yeah.
Dude, you ain't gonna yell at my kid. Yeah, but you ain't gonna yell at my kid like that.
No.
I'm not scared of jail.
Yell at me all you want. Don't yell at my kid.
I ain't scared of jail. Don't yell at my kid.
Right.
All right. So anyway, I have way too much personal information this week.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're good.
We overshare in our family.
Anyway, we keep it real. We keep it real at Cinnamon Stitches Land. We're gonna let you go because we we have some things to go do today. We are pre-filming these. This is, I think today's Sunday.
Yeah.
So you're seeing these. We filmed during the weekend. We're going to try tomorrow to go watch the fireworks. And we'll see how that goes with all of the children that we have.
Adora's excited.
I don't think the baby's going to like it, though.
Well, she can stay in the car.
That's why I said. I was like, she can go in the car and we can close the doors and it won't be as
Play
loud.
some music or something.
I don't think it'll be that loud anyway.
No, but if it is, just turn some music on or something.
Yeah. So.
No big deal. We'll work it out.
Yeah. So that's what we did. That's what's going on over here in Cinnamon Stitches land. We will see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow's a tutorial. So that will just be me on screen. She's going to be taking care of her children while I'm tutorializing. And
then I will be back on Thursday.
Then because you got to pick the PO yarn.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to...
I have, my Premier Yarns is in that box right there.
That is not all of your Premier yarns.
No, those are the ones that I haven't shown yet.
Oh, okay.
I pulled out all of the Premier Yarns that needed to be part of PO. And I kept them out so that I didn't have to go digging for them.
I laugh every time you say that.
Some lady posted a picture of her cat.
Oh, the one where every time you say it, he looks at the TV.
her cat ain't never watched TV, but he comes calling when I go, Peow! So I'm talking to you.
I feel like
I'm talking to you, little cat. I don't remember what your name is, but Peow!
I feel like you pronounce the P too much. I feel like it should be Peow.
Like you're shooting somebody. Peow, 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 peow.
But you're like Peow.
Because it's funnier that way.
It is.
Peow.
So for me, it's going to be Peow. But for her, it's Peow.
Because I'm a cat and you're a gunslinger. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Sorry, I wasn't done laughing.
See you later.